Mental health is something our society still consciously or unconsciously chooses to avoid or ignore, even though in recent times science itself has verified that the mental stress you take causes the most of your physical illness. And we still see it as not as important as physical illness. Why is that still a thing? Why, the moment you start talking about mental health and relieving that, people start looking at you as you are some weird creature talking about things that are not normal at all. You must have seen the people who consume alcohol. The moment they consume alcohol, it starts hitting them, and the first sign is they start disbalancing their body. That itself tells you that alcohol affects the part of your brain that controls your whole body. That is why, as soon as they consume alcohol, the first sign is their body starts disbalancing itself. So, with this example, it must be clear to you that the most physical illness, why they happen to you, is because you are taking mental stress all the time. In our society, as soon as you get physically ill or hurt, people immediately start or recommend you to go to a doctor or get some treatment done because they start taking tensions about you. But if you go to people and you tell them that you are dealing with mental stress and you are having mental health problems, they start looking at you like they don't know nothing. Like, mental stress, what is that? Like, they look at you like you are some alien talking in coding terms. And the moment you tell them that you want to see a therapist or you want to get some kind of treatment that will help you with your mental health, they start seeing you as a crazy person. Why is it that even after so much of awareness about mental health and mental stress all over social media and everywhere, we still choose to see it as a taboo? And talking about it is embarrassing and looks crazy. Why do we still choose to ignore our mental health when it should be the most important part of your well being? In a common household, when a kid says that maybe they are dealing with some depression or mental stress, their own family shuts them up by saying, "Stop this drama and focus on your studies." So, my video is based on why mental health is no one's priority. Leave priority, it's not even a concern. We don't like to talk about it, we don't like to discuss it, and we don't even like to cure it. All we like to do is suffer alone in depression and loneliness and deal with it. Because what if I tell anyone and they start making fun of me? They start thinking I'm crazy. They start seeing me as a weird person. It makes me so sad that we have so many facilities and resources to be more close to each other, to be more often in contact with each other, have so much of freedom with doing all of that. But the reality is, the more advanced the world is getting, the far we all are getting away from each other. And that social media was supposed to be a platform where we connect with more people, share our beautiful lives, and make more connections so that we can make a world where we can be often connected with each other. But now it has just become a competition to make everyone jealous by our materialistic world. And all we tend to think is that if only I had the lifestyle that someone on social media is living, only then I would be happy. Other than that, my life is miserable. I want you to ask yourself, do you really want it? Or do you want others to see that you have it? Because we tend to want so many things. The moment we see something, a particular lifestyle or a materialistic thing, people are flaunting on social media, everyone gets influenced and everyone wants to have it. But the reality is, I want you to ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, do I really want it, or do I want others to see that I have it? There is a huge difference. I hope this question is coming across to you exactly how I want it to. You know what's the reality? The reality is, you don't even know yourself. You don't even know what you actually want or don't want. That's the reality, because you are so influenced all the time that you have no time to explore yourself and explore your personality and your likings and dislikings. And the factor of comparison to everyone's lives on social media is the number one reason that you are going and dealing with mental stress. Now let's understand the difference between physical health and mental health. Physical health can be taken care by body movement and a good diet. You can easily maintain your healthy body by exercising, working out, running, walking, and having a good diet. Mental health, on the other hand, can only be good if you are actually in a happy, joyful, and peaceful state in your mind. And that can only happen when you stop comparing yourself and your life to everyone else's, stop getting angry, and stop letting your emotions always overpower you. Mental health balances your hormones and feelings in order. But here's a magical fact about it. If you are not doing mentally well, you can never do physically well. Like, remember maybe that person in your life, or maybe even if it could be you also, that the way your room looks is how exactly your mind looks. Like, if you are going to a person's house and you look at their room and their room is messy, everything is spread around, they are living in a basic mess, their wardrobe is a mess, their bedroom is a mess, everything is a mess, then that's the most probable chances are that they are not doing mentally well and they are so lazy and they have no energy to do anything. But if you will go to a house and you will visit someone and you will see that their space smells nice, very clean, they look happy because that's how their mind is. So your space reflects what's going on in your mind. Your physical energy and ability to do things and your body energy is completely dependent on how you are doing mentally. Now, here's a beautiful tip for you how you can hack your happy hormones and remain calm. Number one, go for a walk in nature. Greenery makes you very calm and also gives your body the energy that you need. Number two, dancing. Dancing gives you a different kind of joy that you cannot imagine while also listening to your favorite music. That is the third point. Listening to music, you have no idea the power music has over you. When you listen to your favorite music, it brings you to the time where you were actually happy, and then the hormones get released, and that's when you experience your real happiness. And that exactly same way affects you in a bad way also. If you will always keep listening to sad and depressing music, then that's the exact state you are always going to be. So, but when you will listen to a happy and joyful music, then that's the state you will be in. Sunlight exposure is very important because sunlight makes you feel more calm and in peace with your mind. Connecting with more people in real life. The reason that you're not doing mentally well could be the signs are binge watching, rotting on bed, not dressed nicely, always lazy. You do not have the energy to even step outside your home. You do not have any energy to interact or socialize with people, right? The reason is, I will tell you, you have not talked to anyone, you have not made real connections or friends, you have not been in sunlight, you have not experienced nature, you are not having a proper diet, which is fresh fruits and vegetables. So, the reason is you are dealing with mental stress because you're not living like a human, you're living like a robot. When you are always at one place, like a machine, and you are clinged to the screen all the time, and you are not investing in any way, you're not cleaning your body, you're not taking care of yourself, then basically you are living like a machine in a human body. So, how would you feel well? If you need to feel good in human body, then you have to act like a human. Humans are not meant to stay in one place all the time, that to stick to a screen. Humans only feel good when they do their humanly activities, which is taking care of themselves, being in sunlight exposure, being around nature, forming connections, meeting new people, interacting with people, dancing in music, and doing activities that they like to do. Now, I want you to do all these activities, whatever I told you, for the next 1 week and watch how your mental health shifts from nothing to completely happy and calmness. And if you are dealing with actual very serious mental stress or mental health problems, I really want you to please discuss it with any of your close friends or family that you are comfortable with. And if you're not, I am always here for you. My comment section is always open for you guys. If you are really dealing with something very serious that you cannot discuss with anybody else, please go in the comments and discuss it with me. I will always be here for you, and I would love to be a help, a support for you in any way, because I know how it feels to be dealing with mental health problems and loneliness and depression all alone and not having anyone to talk to about it. That's why my comment section is always here for you. So do comment if you're dealing with something really serious. I would personally contact with you. Now, I always usually like to give bonus tip at the end of my videos. So the bonus tip and the practical one that you can actually do and have fun with it is, I want you to imagine and remember what were the things that made you happy and gave you joy as a child. It is very important. The reason adults are adults and they always keep reminiscing this childhood thing, that what if I could be a child again? I wish I could be a child again, is because you only keep doing things that either are good for your career or give you some benefit. But do you remember when you were a child, you actually did things in your day that made you happy, not thinking about anything else, what you can benefit from it or not? I want you to remember the things that made you happy as a child. For example, I will take my example. I liked watching Barbie movies and I liked to play badminton and go out to parks just for walks and play there. And I liked to spend times with my cousins and my friends. I used to do that, but there was not really any benefit in doing that. I liked drawing, but I never had really benefit with that. I just liked doing it because it made me happy. I want you to remember all those things, anything, even if it's one thing that made you happy as a child. I bet you. Try doing one thing, even if it's for just 15 to 30 minutes a day. That's all I'm asking. Try doing one thing in your day that made you happy as a child, and it does not have to have any benefits in your career, money, anything productive. No, it doesn't have to be productive. It should be just something that makes you happy, that brings you joy. And do that for the next 1 week. Just one thing, 30 minutes for a day. That's it. It could be any activity, any sport that you like. Watch how automatically, without putting any extra efforts, your mental health starts getting better and you actually start feeling happy with yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope if you were dealing with some mental stress problems, I have brought up some solutions to you. And please remember doing the activity that I just told you that made you happy as a child. It works like a miracle. Trust me, it works like a miracle. So thank you so much for being here, and I would love to hear your views and anything if you're dealing with and you cannot share with anybody else. My comment section is always open for you. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you do subscribe to my channel if you want to transform into the best version of yourself.